Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. It's fantastic, Mr. Ghost. We got some work to do today. High Science 3. Yep, we're working towards it. We're kind of chipping away at it. The pile of machines keeps growing because I keep breaking things out more and more and realizing, oh, there's more to it. Yeah, it's like I plop machines down, then I kind of break them out, and I get kind of frustrated and I get sad and cry into a pillow, and then I come back to it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I had to break that out some more. So that's what's going on here. But the real situation here is we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more things. I hope to knock out 2 today. This one will be easy, I hope. Well, yeah, it is going to be easy. I copied it over here. We're going to build it by where the other 2 things are that we did in the last couple episodes. This is the Nanofibrils. We don't need many machines. I'm very happy about this for once. So the first thing is I've been wanting to outpost this, but what's done is done. I have all these builds with it kind of snarled in. So I'm just going to leave it as is. We'll reproduce it again. So we've got this stuff here, chromium, methanol, and carbon dioxide. And then this stuff here, collagen. First time we've ever made this. We've got skin, urea, and the aforementioned acetic acid and some steam. Now, I have the area over here that I was building in. And steam, oh wait, where is it? Here it is, right here. So I've got the machines here. You know, I just came up here to showcase it. So we've got the steam up here. What I did is I added a water pump, a Mark 1, and the steamer. So I did a max rate. I think it's going to work. Yeah, let's see here. So water is still positive. There we go. So I thought, well, you know, now it's aesthetic, but now it's not. Oh, well. So I'll leach off of that steam for our collagen right here. And then that up here, we have this weird chitosan. This is chitin, right? That's how it's pronounced. A lot of people like to goof around and say chitin. Chitin. Yeah, it's chitin, not chitin. Right. So this is chitosan, I think. And look at this. We're using the mutant enzymes. We needed that for the Mark II Bs. Now we're using it. So that'll be interesting. I have to review that build there. I will in a couple minutes maybe. Then empty petri dish. You'll notice that it's not here. Well, that's because I patched it in. And over here I have glass. And now petri dish. There's the small parts there. And here it is. So I figure, well, I've got everything here. Might as well just slap a machine down, put a stop in, and rail. We're good. Now, we don't need many of these, like I mentioned, I think. There's a really tiny amount of these. So we're going to do that today. Now, this monster here, I hope we can get to it today. We should be able to start it at least. Holy cow. Negasium. So I've got a lot of this figured out here. We've got the laboratory equipment. We've got the good alien sample, cotton guts. And then we have stainless steel. So I don't know what the heck this is. Look at this. It's got some kind of arrow going up. Some stuff on the side there. Kind of weird. It looks like a device almost. Yeah. Maybe the steel, it's the casing is stainless steel. That could be what it is. So what we have to make here is nanocrystalline cellulose. We need the adrenal cortex from the flytrap plants there, Venus flytraps. High-calc seeds, navins. Now, I have navins. I'm going to try this out, see if it runs. If not, I'll have to build a navins thing. Here it is, right here. So I have a pick-off right here. And it is... Now, SAM is used in the ChemSci. So I hope that this can handle both the pYScience 3 and ChemSci. I'm pretty sure it will because everything is Mark II here. And let me check on you. Yeah, okay, that's fine. You know, sometimes they add modules and you don't know it. So I have the Navens taken care of there. So what we're left with is the nanocrystalline cellulose and this one here, the Kykelk seeds. So what I have here, this is a heat exchanger. So I just have to bring in geothermal water. I do have an outpost for that. I think I have one. I might need two, but I'm pretty sure this one will be able to handle it because this isn't going to be running as much, a little more, but not as much. So then we get the steam that way. Oh, I need the pressurized water, which is not a problem. I can do that. So that's that part there. And then we have... Oh, wait. What was I looking at here? We have... Oh, yeah. Kykelk seeds. Wait a minute. Oh, here they are. Right up here. Okay. And it's just two machines. I'm just going to feed it. We're done. Okay. So this build's going to be a little wider. I'm going to have probably one area for it. So now what we have is the cortex up here. This is a children, Cridon. And we just render it and get one part out of it. So thank God. One part. Now these guys here require the caged Arthurian and fish and soil. Soil isn't a problem. Drop a machine down. I think it's water. I can't remember. So soil is easy. Soil extractor. So now we have the Arthurian. And I wanted to cover this here because it's just pretty weird. So we got the egg. We've done this before. And there it is. They eat the cotton guts. I guess they eat cocoons too. They need to sleep and drink. And then we got the cubs. So, yeah, the cubs are generated from the egg. But here is a science pack eater. And it's not the Pi Science ones. It's the regular automation logistic chemical. I don't know if this recipe changes later on and they add them in and you get better yield. Because can you imagine production science coming in here too? So we get 5 cubs out of that. Now I do have those science packs on the network down here. It's kind of hacked in. Well, this one is okay, but here's the logistic right here. And then I've got Pi Science 2. That's for the animal stuff. So we have the pickup for science and the pickup for LTN here for animal rendering or animal creation. And this is where I got a little spaghetti going on here, but you know, I figured, well, let me just use this lane here and we'll be done with it. So there's Chem Sci and automation right here. And yeah, that was mainly for the lab, you know, the science area, the bio hub, I call it, I guess. So then we got the Arthurians themselves here. They take the cubs, they eat some cotton guts and drink some water. And then we get the Arthurian, then we cage it up and feed it to our Venus flytrap plant. Now, the Yotoi seeds here. Oh, yeah. So we need cellulose. And that's what this is right here. Oh, there's the Arthurian. Here's the cellulose. We're in a bioreactor here, or biofactory. I decided to go with the Yotoi leaves and sodium hydroxide. And we take the fruit, the aloe, and break out the leaves. We need the seed generator, of course. And these things are just slow as all get out. It's just terrible. So I need a little over 7. It's over 7, so you round up to 8. 1 seed guy, and there we go. So that's the next project. So let's get cracking on that. I think, I have a few things that I was doing off screen. I did try to convert LTN to CyberSyn, and it didn't work. The mod, I don't know what the intent of the mod is, but the problem is that if I have a counter, let's see, do I have counters here? No, I have these filters. Wherever I have counters here, I don't have it here. Let me find here's a counter. So when I ran I have a copy of the pYanodons playthrough here in another one. So I basically copied the folder over, and I was doing my initial tests and things. So I still have it. Now, what happened was I ran the mod. You have to disable LTN, LTN Manager, any LTN stuff that you have. You have to disable that, install the mod, and it's LTN2 CyberSyn mod. Someone told me about it on the pYanodons Discord. Well, I don't know why this thing exists, because it doesn't work. Most people who are using LTN are going to use counters because in the set filters feature, because your train's just going to load up all the way with everything. So you need to control the inserters to stop the flow of material. Well, the CyberSyn removes this LTN combinator, and you have no loading. Whole map, wherever there's a counter, is going to not work. So yeah, you're just going to have trains sitting there. Then the lamp turned into a vanilla lamp, but it was still connected to a combinator, and the combinator had some different signals and whatnot on there. But it just didn't work. It was just, what's the point of this? So I did try that out. Now, military science, I forgot about this one. And I fixed it finally, or I found it finally. I was just doing my regular search for kerosene tanks, and lo and behold, that. And I caught this on my test save that I had before I started recording. This one I forgot about, so there were a few canisters in here. Luckily, I found it. And yeah, I'm still having the trains double delivering, and it's really annoying. So I have to do the DEPO, and then I look and make sure. Right now the base is idle, but I had a train delivering here. I swapped the combinator out this time. I put a tank here because I don't want to waste the material. Not that it matters. This is just stone, a remnant of stone, byproduct. A byproduct to a product. So, that'll get consumed eventually. And then I got to come around here and tear these out. Now, I do have that workaround where the problematic stops, I'll have that pump situation in the combinator, or the combinator decider. So if it keeps happening, I'm just going to have to do that so that if I do get double deliveries, well, at least the train can keep moving, right? So let's get started on this project here, and then we'll start hacking away at this one. Oh boy, get ready. Alrighty, folks. There it is. We're delivering. You know what? I forgot. I don't know if I'm going to do multiple stops here. I have to think. I haven't thought of this. I know I have to do multiple stops, but let's bring that out. Yeah, I have to do filter inserters for each of the outputs here. So we're waiting on stainless steel here. Yeah, because we got 3 things. Oh, boy. I didn't want this long belt. I might have to... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to extend this up here. Yeah, because this is a little bit too long for the amount of product we're pumping out of this thing here. Oh! Is that it? That's it. Oh, my God. Holy cow. All this crap. And watch. Shwaloop. Wow, that's a lot of Socorros things. Yeah, it's 753, right? Yeah, yeah, 357, you know, in that order. Well, there we go. It is done. Now, oh, it's waiting on cotton guts. Oh. Yeah, this whole thing, it's, I don't know, man. Oh, I had a couple errors. I mean, it's kind of tricky when you're doing the speed up videos to kind of go over those. Oh, I screwed up on the stop somehow. So I had to redo it, and then I screwed up and flipped the fluids. But it's working now. And then I forgot I needed blood. So I decided, well, I'll just use this stop here, and we'll do the blood. So what I screw up on. First off, it's been a while since I've done the Yotoi and the aloe. So I had to redo this whole thing, but the concept was there. I had the trees, or I had the fruit. Yeah, I think I had the fruit, and I got confused between the two. So you need 3 fruit, and then you harvest the seeds from the fruit, and then the fruit, you have to have the seeds. Oh, you know what? I don't have a priority here. Well, the priority is pretty much... Oh, no. You know what? You don't need seeds for these. So the fruit, the modules are the trees. And then they bear the fruit. You just got to give them water, soil. It's kind of funny how if you think about it. Well, soil, I guess you have to refresh the soil, yeah. So soil, limestone, gravel. I had to bring that in. And then sand. For this one here, it's limestone again and sand. So I did this before for the Scondrixes. Now, I don't know. Why are you not running? Oh, I don't have inserters. Well, that would explain a lot here. Let's see. We got them on there. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and place these here. Yeah, I had to rip this up and then... You know, it's just one of those things you forget sometimes. So that would explain why this is running slow. So I need the tree for the leaves, and then the leaves make, with the sodium hydroxide, make the cellulose, and then we got this whole process here, which is working just fine. So getting back to this here, it's 3 fruit. You pop the seeds out. You don't need to refresh the seeds, so you don't need any priority belts. Water, soil. This water is pretty much powering the entire base, or the entire build. I'm going all the way to the left here, which is good. So it's always good to have your water, you know, in a spot where you can tap off of it, or, you know, make sure it's, you know, able to go around. So, yeah, this is gonna, yeah, oh, and then the fish. Yeah, oh, cotton guts, okay. There's cotton guts. And, yeah, okay, so the Arthurians weren't too bad. I screwed up on the fish belt here because I went to the Arthurians, and I'm like, oh, no, I gotta go to these guys. And look at this. These guys are creepy. They're like the Alien movie. And they got the blood. I love these, man. They got... and they're slow. So, you know, I mean, they can't be too fast, right? They're plants. Man, meat-eating plants. Because they eat fish and Arthurians. What the heck do you need fish for? You get the Arthurian. Isn't that enough for you? But it's really creepy how they got the blood pool around it. I love it. Okay. And then we got the cerebral... Or the Cridrin adrenal cortex. We're taking your brain apart. So there we go. We got that. So hopefully this belt will build up. Yeah, this is one of those things where I have to have a long belt, you know, because this is where this is. You got to go around this whole thing here. I could have maybe placed this in the center and then had a belt go here and a belt go here. But I think right to left, so whatever. It's a game, you know, you got to remember that. So let's start up here, and then we'll get a small case. So what I can do is a splitter. Oh, it's going to be... I might have to move that up another notch here. So, well, let's do a mock-up over here, and I'll showcase it. I'll do this off screen. So what we'll do... I like to use stack inserters so it loads fast. And we'll get this guy here. Okay, so we filter this. Okay, Negasium. I was drawing a blank on it. So then we do an underground here. Now, I know that we can load the case up with X amount, X amount, X amount. So I might try that because LTN we set the filters. So I might just load this up here with the Negasium. But that, it may not load because what's going to happen is the solidified Socorros is going to block this up. So I wanted to do a, priority belt here, or a filter belt, filter inserter, or filter splitter. So for the next stop here, what we'll do, we'll grab this. Now this one will be the Paragon. And then anything after that is fine. We don't have to filter, we don't have to have a splitter or anything like that. And then we paste this one here. Oh yeah, so we just go like this. I think, yeah, that should do it. So the trick here is that you want to back this belt up with the Negasium, and because you want the priority for the Negasium to be first, then it fills up whatever. So we can go 2 slots or whatever, and then these will be open. We want them to keep flowing. We don't want to restrict it. So the case will be just free form, free and open. Let's pop that on. I'm gonna go a little closer like that. That way I can do that. And then, oh, this is the Paragon here. All right, finally got everything here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it this way or not, but let's find out if it's gonna work here. Perfect. I love these power poles. Okay, so now we've got all that going. Wow, look at all those. Like crepes. Okay, the cotton guts are going to be a problem, so I'm going to put a stack. Oops. There we go. There we go, folks. Well, the final part, oh, we got 2 more parts after this. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to leave these open, and then the LTN priority will be on these here. So I just have to search to the map search, do this thing here. Search factory. These 2 will be priority 100, and then the other 2 will be 99, 98, so on and so forth. So there we go. We got it. Man, this thing was it was fun. I really enjoyed doing this part. And the creatures, we got all the animals and, all these animals and fruits and stuff. It's really cool. I love it, man. Great job on this mod. Man, great job. OCD is telling me move this in, So, well, I'll fix this. I'm not going to fart around with it now. I'll fix that, make it pretty, because it bothers me. And we have room for a little build here, but I don't, it's one of those things where if there is one, it'll go wherever. Okay, well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this crazy build here. We got a tiny build done and a massive build here. Not as bad as the wolves. Which, by the way, those enzymes, holy cripes, man. This whole thing was, well, it was running. Because these are the dingrits. And this tooth, their tooth. And then we also have the pineal gland. And that ran too. Because of the enzymes. The alien, what is it? The mutated enzymes. All that stuff I built for the bees. I'm like, oh boy, that's going to start running now. And that's the first time ever production has required it. So I'm a little like, oh boy, all kinds of production problems are going to happen, because I haven't run it full time. So there we go. finito. So next episode, we're going to, I'm not sure. Well, here's what I'm thinking. The bio ore here. I think I'm going to start working on this. I'm going to break it out and get it all nice and figured out so we can rip through it. Bio ore. And then the final part will be the neodymium magnet. And then the labs. So we'll build the lab build, feed it, and we'll kick off at least one research. Because we're looking at a lot of tech. Look at this. I'm scrolling. I'm still scrolling. Oh, look at this. Oh, the rocket. We unlocked the rocket at pYscience 3. Look at this. Oh, here. Look at. There it is. So that's production science. I don't even want to look at that. And then, oh, there's a pYscience 3 there. Oh my God, we're still going. pYscience 3. There. Okay. So this might be the end of it. I don't know, but there might be some more. So look at all this tech. All of this tech from this might be the end of it. And yeah, we got some 4s here. Anyway, yeah, that's a lot of research, folks, to go through. So I'll figure out how we're going to do it. All right. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed another part down. Well, 2 parts down. See you in the next one. Peace out.